Welcome to Pop Culture Unboxing, where Matt, Ryan, and Zach will talk about all things Boba Fett today. Hi, I'm Ryan.
And other things. We're talking about other things, but okay.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
I am also Zachary.
And I'm Matt.
Zachariah.
Glad to meet you all. This is actually the first time we've ever spoken together.
Yes. Yep.
Previously,
feels like we're having an awkward conversation right now.
All previous episodes we all actually recorded in by ourselves and just stitched the audio together. And this is the first time we're all actually speaking to one another.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is going on? How to Discord? That is the question.
What is Discord doing?
I don't know. I was trying to go back and see the text from this phone call. Video call.
Do you mean your notes?
There
you
it
sent
is.
Earlier?
Show chat. I found it.
Nice.
So what, yeah, because I didn't write.
What are we talking about today? Zach, I forgot. I almost forgot which of us was which.
Yes. Yeah. Good question.
Say my name.
You are Ryan.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Ryan. Okay. We're talking about. I feel like I had more topics than this.
You did.
I did. I don't know. I feel like I didn't.
Would you like me to read them, Zach?
What we're talking about is, I guess, do you want to start with the first big news, the whole Bungie thing?
Sure.
Since you are a huge Bungie nerd.
I have been a fan of the video game Destiny 2 by the hit studio Bungie before. But Bungie is actually now bought by Sony.
That's correct. Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Yep, and they're also
reportedly
investing an additional $1.2 billion to keep Bungie dev staff on staff for the next couple of years. They're doing a couple year long stock buyback program.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, to try to keep people on staff.
The interesting thing about this is that this happened to Bungie before. They were owned by Xbox at one point.
Microsoft,
and they did not like
the fact
that
they weren't owned by Microsoft, I don't think. I think it was just a partnership.
Right, I mean they were technically bought by, they were in partnership with Microsoft, and then they didn't like that Microsoft didn't want them to have creative freedom. So they left.
Yep. And then they struck a deal with Activision.
Yep.
Made a bunch of Destiny stuff and then left Activision talking about how excited they were to be independent.
Mm-hmm. And now they are technically still independent. So a big higher up in Sony in like a meeting with Bloomberg or something like that, when they announced this deal, said that they plan to allow Bungie to continue to release games multi-platform, and they're giving them. They just want them to be. They're allowing them to still have their creative freedom.
Yeah, which is something they've already been doing.
Yeah, they're working on another game that is in the spiritual feeling of Destiny, where it's the
code name is Monitor, I believe, or something like that, and it's something with an M, but it's a dedicated first person shooter game, or more so a dedicated competitive PvP one.
Right.
So,
do you think so that's not Destiny 3 as I expected?
No,
do you think
it's
there'll
a
ever
new
be a
IP.
Destiny 3?
Maybe, but not in the foreseeable future.
I kind of hope not. I think they should just keep going with Destiny 2 the way they.
I don't know. The engine's starting to show its age, so.
The funny thing was, Destiny was never supposed to have any kind of sequels.
Yeah, but it needed it. The engine
it definitely did. The first game setup was done so bad, that it just didn't work out.
Right.
So it was like every time they had a DLC, it was like you're buying a new game anyway.
Yeah.
It was like, well, why don't you just make a new game?
Yeah. So we'll see if it happens. It'll happen in 2024, I think.
Right. So I've been trying to get back into Destiny, but it's having some tough times.
Why is that?
Right now? Just like having a tough time staying dedicated because I've got so many other games I want to play.
Yeah.
Like Dying Light. I didn't realize that when I started playing Destiny 2, Dying Light 2 was releasing.
Yeah.
And I had that pre-ordered. So I started playing that, and then I'm on a weird Kick, I'm playing like old school RuneScape and
boy.
Path of Exile right now. So basically, I'm playing like a bunch of games. I started playing Horizon on my PC because now I have no excuse.
True. Yeah.
How far did you get in that? How far did you get in that?
A lot farther than I did when I first played it on PlayStation. I'm let me see, how far am I into it? 4 hours in to Horizon. Don't ask me what I just did because I've played 4 other games between when I stopped playing Horizon and this, so I can't.
Yeah, you don't have the time to commit to Destiny. I'm sorry.
I mean,
It
I
demands
do.
a lot of your time.
I do have time. I just have to sacrifice a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I sent you guys that meme about Destiny that I think both of you laughed about, where it was the Invincible meme, where it was like, so when do I get to have fun? It's like, funny thing, you don't.
That's correct. That is a very correct meme.
Just because like it's like when you're a new player, you have to grind for 24 hours worth of gameplay just to get up to where everyone else is at, and then there's a learning curve then again because everybody else has already been working on it and built out their skills.
Exactly. So
Once the Stream Deck releases, I will definitely have all the time in the world to play Destiny because now I can play it from any room in my house.
there you go.
I think Destiny is approved with the Stream Deck. I think.
I mean,
Boy, I'm
they're
pumped.
trying to release on every platform ever, so it won't surprise me.
Yeah, I hope so. That thing looks incredible. That Steam, or I don't know why I'm saying Stream Deck, Steam Deck, because Stream Deck's a streamer tool,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah, it's the one with all the little buttons on it.
Correct.
I think you still can get your place in line. You just got to pay $5.
Meh. I probably won't use it. We lost power 2 nights ago because of all the winter storms coming through. I don't know if you guys did.
I didn't lose power, but
We lost power
definitely.
and then we got the power back sometime in the middle of the night, but the internet didn't come back on until like 2 or 3 p.m. So I spent most of Friday playing Shining Pearl on my Switch because I hadn't started playing it yet. And I forgot how much fun those old Pokemon games are, but it's definitely really updated.
Yeah, I didn't realize on the Switch. I just started playing it. This is like what I play at night before I go to bed. Knights of the Old Republic is on the Switch, so I've been kind of playing through that again after all these years. And I forgot, man, the Switch actually has a lot of great games on it.
That's Skyrim. What more do you need?
Yeah, right. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is on there. The Scott Pilgrim game is on there, which is amazing to watch the movie Scott Pilgrim and play the game at the same time.
Yeah, I can feel that. So, what other news do you have for us, Zach?
Well, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what's been going on, but another episode of season 3. Oh, you okay?
You're right.
Why are you sick?
I swallowed
You said
water
you-
wrong.
Oh, and so you said you weren't feeling good. Are you okay?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm fine.
You're okay? Okay. Well, I forgot where I was. Oh, so season 3 of The Mandalorian. We got episode 2 of it. This
True.
one had a surprise cameo of Boba Fett in it. The other one had Fennec Shan. We also got another surprise cameo at the very end of this episode.
And I was so excited.
Yeah. So guess what I'm actually talking about is the Book of Boba Fett's second to last episode. So next,
Penultimate,
if
if you want to use a fancy word.
Yeah, wow, yeah, that's a fancy word. This Wednesday's the last episode.
Yeah.
We'll finally see a War with the Pikes, and I feel like we're not going to get a very good ending to
Well,
it.
because it's not the end. It's because they're trying to tell like a big story across all these shows.
Right. So that's happening, and how this. So first, we get a lot of stuff that happens in this episode that made me just feel a lot of happiness. So first, the episode, if I remember, the episode opens with Mando's new ship landing on a mysterious planet.
No, it opens with the Tatooine, the what's his name, Cobb Vanth standing off with the Pikes,
Oh, that's right. That's right. So
and then and it shows you the awesome title of the episode.
Yes, that's right. So that happens, and then eventually it does show you. In like one of the earlier scenes, it shows Mandalorian going to a mysterious planet where we see Luke Skywalker again, CGI face Luke Skywalker that actually looks pretty good.
It does look really good.
I was a little like,
I don't know why they're not just biting the bullet and hiring a lookalike and teaching us.
They can't hire. I know why they didn't hire Sebastian Stan.
Well, he's expensive. I get that, and he doesn't look quite as much like Luke.
I think that the real reason they didn't hire him is because he was in as they were filming this, Sebastian Stan was already in the process of making another show.
Oh,
because he has a show, Pam and Tommy that came.
But there's no way that he's the only one they could have found that they could look and sound like a young Mark Hamill.
Right, but I guess Mark, like the last time they did this, Mark was on set, and this time he was not on set.
Yeah,
he didn't record. I don't know how they did the voices, but he didn't.
I read an article that talked about it. It was they basically took all of his archival audio, like all the ADR he did for the Star Wars movies, an audiobook he did at the time, or a book on tape is what they were called back then, and some Star Wars radio plays he did, and they fed all of those into an algorithm, and basically used it to recreate his speech.
That's scary. I don't. Yeah, like that.
A little bit. Now I understand why the line delivery was all kind of weird, but I'm like, hire a sound-alike.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna show him
just
more,
hire a different actor.
Yeah, like we'll accept it. Like make a new Luke Skywalker.
As long as you do it good enough. Like Star Wars fans so far love Luke Skywalker, and they love what they're doing with it. So I think they'll be very accepting.
Yeah,
that's strange. That's a very strange.
We also got the first canon meeting of Luke and Ahsoka.
Yep, when I saw Ahsoka show up, I thought, well, that's an interesting change to the canon.
Yeah. So, all in all, I'm still very happy with the show.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's super good. Well, no, I can't say that. I'm not happy with it. I'm tolerant of it. No, this time I don't think so.
Yes,
usually by this point, with everything that's been revealed, like seeing Luke and Ahsoka come together, they have a weird choice where it's pretty obvious what the choice is going to be, but they leave it off like, I wonder who the for Zach, if you didn't see the episode, or I mean, for Matt.
Yeah, that's correct.
Matt. For you, if you didn't see the episode, during this point, we get to see like Luke training Grogu, and then Grogu, at the end, Mandalorian gives him his gift, gives Ahsoka the gift for Grogu for her to give to Luke, and then Luke is going to give it to Grogu. For some reason, it's a weird transfer of like, let's just give this over. But Luke gives a decision to Grogu: take the chainmail, Beskar chainmail shirt that was made for you, or you take Yoda's lightsaber, and you get the choice to either, if you choose the lightsaber, you get to be a Jedi, which Luke does say is like Grogu will live like 50 lifetimes over the Mandalorian. But he gives him that choice, or if he picks the chainmail shirt, he's gonna go back with Mando. And everyone has been asking the same. I wonder who he's gonna pick. And I'm like, this has to be satire, right? We all like know that Disney loves money, and they're going to pick the one that puts him in the more TV shows.
I would love to see. What I would like to see is him pick the saber, and then after everything happens with Kylo, he picks up the Beskar. It takes the saber and Beskar to go find Mando.
Well, I mean, that's 30 years from now, or 25 years from now.
Exactly.
Right. So,
but it would be bigger.
It would be a time lapse. But I mean, it also depends on like what story you want to tell.
But like, also, I'm just kind of hoping that we find out that all of the sequel trilogy was a alternate universe or something.
Oh man, that. When I saw Ahsoka there, that's
hope.
Really starting.
Well, someone pointed that out.
Don't give me hope.
That she came from the world between worlds. What if that caused a timeline split?
Yeah, remember like 60 episodes of this show ago, I told you there was a guy, a YouTuber who who said he had inside sources that they are trying to plan out a way to erase the sequel trilogy, and it requires what you're talking about, where Ahsoka was in between the world between worlds.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, maybe.
That's a big thing.
We can only hope.
That may be happening. So
it's one of those things where, like,
crazy.
as much as I would like for them to retcon it and fix it, you really can't.
They're
I
Disney.
kinda
They can
don't
do
want them
anything.
to. Yeah. And trust me, Star Wars fans are willing. They're willing to accept it. And people like me who collect toys I have like Rise of Sky. What is the Rise of Skywalker? The
Rise of
last
Skywalker.
one. The Rise of Skywalker Rey, and I have the Last Jedi Kylo as hot toys behind me. And if they make them not canon anymore, I become a very rich man.
Uh-oh.
It's the same as
Ryan's a gambling
same as-
man.
Yep. No, I don't become a rich man, but I do make a lot more money back from it.
No.
That's what happened to me with one of these. I got what's her name? Jen. I had to look at her nameplate.
Who? Jyn Erso?
Yeah, Jen Erso. I got that as a gift from somebody. That was
You
just
mean the
mailed to
only
me
good
for
Star
free.
Wars movie
That's not
since
the only
the
good-
original trilogy?
Nah.
True.
Nah, Force Awakens was okay.
I just saw an interesting article come across my phone.
What?
Spider-Man No Way Home's first streaming service confirmed. And it's not Disney Plus. Would anyone like to take a guess where No Way Home will be streaming once it's on streaming service?
PlayStation.
HBO Max?
One more guess each.
Hulu. Oh, don't say Peacock.
That was kind of two guesses there, Zach.
I understand. I stole Matt's.
I'll take his one because I don't know where else to guess.
You guessed correctly. It's Stars, where it will be for 18 months.
Okay, well
Why?
that's not that surprising.
Contract stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because that's a consumer-friendly thing to do.
Actually, that's strange because they just signed a contract with Marvel to put all of the Spider-Man films on Disney Plus. That's
Yeah.
very weird. That's
So if you want to
very
watch Spider-Man, just go watch the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. Or the Andrew Garfield
canon.
Spider-Man duology.
They're canon.
True.
duology.
They're very canon.
That's the word. Look it up. Matrix is now a quadrilogy.
Ew. Did you watch the newest Matrix?
Yeah, it
film?
was all right. It was just all right. It was
For a
very
guy-
meta.
Personally,
me-
I really liked it.
Oh, you did the fourth one?
Yeah, and I think to be honest with you, I think the reason why I liked it was because it got meta, and really I liked what I liked what the Wakashis were trying to say, which is we have a story, we want to tell a story, quit looking into it.
Well, I don't. I kind of disagree. They didn't. We have a story. We have half a story. Now look at what happened in the past to help tell the story. That's what they did. For a person who doesn't have any love or like connection to Matrix, I haven't even seen all. I've only seen the first one for the first time like a month ago.
Oh, that's right. Don't we have to just bully you into liking it because you said you didn't?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I mean,
that's on
yeah,
the docket for some point.
Okay,
Okay,
well, I just
so the
didn't
first-
like,
the first
I didn't
one was
like the
good.
first one. Well, again, I didn't like the first one because the first time watching it is a month ago when everything I've seen in that has already happened many times.
Guys,
over.
I have a question for the group.
What?
Why have
Okay.
we not done a boys movie marathon yet?
Well, I don't know. We did.
Define
we technically
what-
did. We
What are
watched
the movies?
Yeah, I don't know. What movies do you want to watch?
I don't know.
Do you mean like on here? Like the old
No,
movie
I mean
night
like
things?
just the three of us together sitting on one couch with snacks and watching movies and being together as boys.
Because we haven't really done that. We
Well,
only
let's
did that,
do that.
once. Well,
Yeah.
that's fine. We can do that.
Okay. Cool.
I mean,
Are we watching
I'm
the
fine.
extended cut
Robin,
of the?
Robin
the-
asked me to go hang out more outside of the house, so that's a possibility.
Say it, Matt. Say what you're about to say.
I'll say, are we gonna watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings?
Yes, please.
I did that with you.
No, you didn't. You watched them by yourself.
Oh, that's right.
And
No, I watched
maybe
them.
my
I watched
enjoyment of
with
them will
Robin.
make you enjoy them more.
Guys, I think what we discovered, really, in my experience, the fact that I didn't like The Matrix and all that, is maybe I am just not a film buff anymore. Maybe I don't like films. Maybe I only like films that don't require.
Let's
me
fix
to
that.
think.
Maybe you
maybe
just
I
need
just like watching people punch each other.
Maybe you just need to watch movies with the right people.
I mean, fair. Maybe.
Maybe
I should
we'll
just watch more
unlock
movies.
Okay.
No, I think you like
So-
movies. I think you're running into the same issue that a lot of places have run into lately, which is nobody is telling a story worth sitting and listening to or watching. So it's
yeah,
like
because it's all superhero stuff. I'm becoming old, man. The more
even
hair,
superhero stuff, like Captain America: Winter Soldier was a phenomenal movie.
You need to watch movies with me so that I can donate you my lens of youthful exuberance at the things unfolding on screen.
youthful exuberance. Well, okay.
I love it.
I just think I don't like films anymore because I'm getting old. Every hair that falls out of my head makes me.
Are you going to come on the episode next week and talk about this delightful radio play you heard?
No, I don't like plays. Plays are stupid. Why would I want to sit for
Get
3
outta here.
hours to watch a bunch of people? I'm just getting old. I'm like the episode of South Park where everything sounds like crap to Stan, to the point that everything just looks like it. He doesn't even see people anymore.
Hold on. When you say you don't like plays, are you telling me you don't like Into the Woods?
I've never actually like watched a play.
Oh,
I've
there's your
watched
problem.
plays in high school. That's about as far as I've
I was
gone.
at a play once. Does that mean you don't like
you
me?
watched a bunch of
Yes.
high schoolers attempt to
Understandable.
recreate a play is what you did.
I don't like anybody. That's why I don't hang out with your friends, Matt,
Yeah. I
on
figured.
Discord. That's not true. I like most of your friends. I just don't relate to any of them or mesh with any of them very well.
I mean,
That's just what it is.
So, quick question back on the plays. Did you see the
Question.
the movie creation of Into the Woods?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never heard of
he's
this.
referencing
never
the
heard
song
of
from
Into the
Frozen
Woods?
2.
What?
What? The song from Frozen 2 is not. That's one. That's actually
Well-
a really good song. I think I said it on this podcast before. I love that whole music video. Like it's so. I was feeling
Can I let you in on the
lots of
secret?
happiness. Sure.
That song got no reaction out of me. I didn't really care about it that much.
That's fine. I just love the
I
part, like
didn't-
the part where he goes up to a pine cone and is like doing like the 80s thing, like holding a fake headphone. Great scene. Everything
But
about.
speaking of musicals, I watched Encanto last night with the family. Great film.
Encanto?
I didn't watch that yet either.
It's on Disney
Again,
Plus. Highly recommend
I probably
it.
won't. Matt's trying to talk. We should probably let him
See,
talk.
yes, Matt.
Well, my hot take is I just do not like the Frozen movies.
That's fair. The first one has
like
the wrong message anyway.
I like how he's allowed to not like films, but if I hate films, it's blasphemy.
Because you hate the wrong films. It's okay to not like Frozen because it's a popular film, and it's okay to dislike popular things.
Well, no, the reason why I don't like Frozen is because the entire series is trash. Like, so I sat down and I had this conversation with my wife the whole time where I was like, it's cool to tell a different story. It's another thing to like be purposefully subverting expectations for the sake of subverting expectations. So the entire thing is supposed to be like how you don't need a man, but every single man in the entire thing is useless or a tyrant.
It's a film.
They
It's
suck.
literally a film about a woman who has ice powers, and
Elsa's
she
the villain.
accidentally, and she becomes an anti-hero. What do you mean it's not? It's about you don't need a man. Is that really a subplot?
No, that's actually the whole thing. The whole
Really?
thing is you don't need a man.
See, clearly I didn't. I didn't pay attention to. Oh,
I
wait,
thought the whole
I
point
might
was
not
let
have-
it go.
Well, and that's
Let
also
him
another
go.
part of it
That's
where
what the
it's
whole-
like, where it's like, oh well, if you just accept the fact that you're you're jacked up, then you'll be fine. It's like, no. It's like, what on earth did she learn? She was just like, let me be my true self, and then therefore now I can control my powers. It made no sense. What happened? What was the difference? Like, it was a terrible story.
She let it go.
They didn't tell a story.
I think it was just about confidence.
She didn't hold back anymore.
Yeah, she always held back. She held her
She would have made it worse.
The cold
I
didn't
don't know
bother
why
her anyway.
I don't know why this is something I feel like I have the ability to discuss because I, again, don't even remember the film. But if I'm to understand what I can remember is the whole point about Elsa is that she had these ice powers and she was afraid of them. So she did like any other person with powers that you see in any superhero film, tried to like suppress them, and then eventually couldn't and just decided, I'm just going to be myself. But instead of be myself, I'm going to go live by myself too because no one will like me. And then she makes it not snow, and then everyone's just like, oh, now we like her. We can't forget the fact that she also may have killed a lot of people.
Well, so one of the things that makes a really good story is like, at the end of it, it's a really good story. You can pull multiple ideas out of it. But in this one, what did she actually do that made her... Like, what lesson do you learn out of her story?
I think Matt just...
Don't trust monarchs.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think Matt
monarchs.
just doesn't like it because it's about women becoming empowered.
True. I don't think Matt likes women. Now, Ryan, on the other hand, am a huge
I don't know.
fan
I
of
haven't...
women.
I don't remember Frozen enough to... I don't even think like Disney films like that. I don't even pay attention to their stuff. I don't pay attention. I don't find any of that like...
Hey, Ryan.
stuff in there.
No, you're not Ryan. I'm Ryan. You're Zach. Zach, do you want to build a snowman?
Papa, can you hear me?
Close.
Well,
I only know that joke. That's all.
Zach,
It wasn't for
what's another topic we
Ryan
had to talk
Reynolds.
about today?
Well, first of all, we didn't even finish the one topic. We got on a tangent about Frozen somehow when we were trying to talk about the Book of Boba Fett.
Zach, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
for those of you that can't see on our audio podcast, Ryan just beat his head.
No, I didn't. Zach did.
I don't have a favorite.
Okay, I'm
movie,
gonna
I
read a
think.
list of movies, and you just stop me when I list your favorite. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Also, Matt, this is open to you as well. Just stop me when you hear your favorite movie. The Addams Family, Anaconda, Batman Begins, The Book of Eli, The Bourne Ultimatum,
Can you
Caddyshack,
slow
Caddyshack
down?
2, The Addams Family, Anaconda, Batman Begins, The Book of Eli, The Bourne Ultimatum, Caddyshack, Caddyshack 2, Countdown to the Dark Knight, Despicable Me 2, The Devil's Advocate, Donnie Brasco, The Exorcist, The Foreigner, The Hangover, Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole, The Last Samurai, The Lucky One, The Negotiator, The New Guy, New Year's Eve, The One, The Other Bolian Girl, The Other Guys, Patsy and Loretta, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Warrior, and Watchmen.
I know what he's doing, and he's trying to get me to set up something for him. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna do the opposite. You know what that sounds like to me?
What is that?
Ryan? Sounds like a list of all the films that are coming out in
It's not all of them.
on
Would you like
Netflix
me to list all of them?
this year. Yes, please. Please list
Okay.
all of the films.
I will
From the
also be
top.
including
From the
series.
top.
I will also be
from-
including series.
From the top down. Go
Okay.
to the whole list. It's like, what, 150?
Business
titles.
Proposal, Juvenile Justice, Love, Life, and Everything in Between, My Best Friend Anne Frank, Gabby's Dollhouse Season 4, Raising Dion Season 2. Would you like me to list the movies
hang on
again?
a second. Stop. What did you say? My best friend what?
My Best Friend Anne Frank.
All right, you can go back, continue your list.
Would you like me to continue with the movies I already listed, or should I go through those again?
Go through again.
In
Go
the
from
words of
start from the
in
top.
the words of John Mulaney, I really hope that this just gets playfully anti-Semitic and doesn't just go like way off the rails.
The Addams
Oh my-
Family, Anaconda, Batman Begins, The Book of Eli, The Bourne Ultimatum, Caddyshack, Caddyshack 2, Countdown, The Dark Knight, Despicable Me 2, The Devil's Advocate, Donnie Brasco, The Exorcist, Foreigner, The Hangover, The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole, The Last Samurai, The Lucky One, The Negotiator, The New Guy, New Year's Eve, The One, The Other Boiling Girl, The Other Guys, Patsy and Loretta, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Warrior, Watchmen, Dark Desire Season 2, Meat Eater Season 10 Part 2, The Tinder Swindler, Finding Ola, Kid Cosmic Season 3, Murderville,
Tinder Swindler.
Loop, Lapetta, Sweet Magnolia Season 2, Through My Window, Child of Chimeria Month, Love is Blind Japan, Miss Pat, Y'all Want to Hear Something Crazy, Catching Killers Season 2, Disenchantment Part 4, Ideas Avenda, Only Jokes Allowed, The Privilege, Into the Wind, Until Life Do Us Part, and plus the film, Love Tactics, Big Bug, Inventing Anna, Love and Leashes, Love is Blind Season 2, Tall Girl 2, Toy Boy Season 2, Forecasting Love and the Weather, 2521, Devotion, A Story of Love and Desire, Fishbowl Wives, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Love is Blind Japan, Ridley Jones Season 3, Black Hat, Gen Yu's A Kanye Trilogy, Secrets of Summer, Swap Shop Season 2, Arax, Fistful of Vengeance, Forgive Us Our Trespasses, Heart Shot, Mo Gilligan, There's Mo to Life, Young Wallander, Killer's Shadow, The Cuphead Show, Downfall, The Case Against Boeing, Love is Blind Season 2, Rabbids Invasion Special, Mission to Mars, Space Force Season 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Don't Kill Me, Halloween, 2007, Cat Burglar, Love is Blind Japan, Race, Bubba Wallace, UFO, Karma's World Music Videos, Back to 15, Love is Blind Season 2, Merli Sapradu, Restless, Tyler Perry's A Medea Homecoming, Vikings Valhalla, My Wonderful Life, and Two Sentence Horror Stories Season 3.
That was good.
Thanks.
Wow, lots of stuff. That's a lot of stuff coming to Netflix.
Yeah. There's just a wall of audio on my thing here. So wherever, what jumped out at you from that list?
I mean, boy, there were a couple. All right.
Okay.
So I think the first one that I'm intrigued by
Yes.
would definitely have to be my best friend, Anne Frank.
Based on the real-life friendship between Anne Frank and Hannah Goslar from Nazi-occupied Amsterdam to their harrowing reunion in a concentration camp.
Wow. Okay.
Was that delightfully anti-Semitic for you, Matt?
I mean, Matt.
It depends on how they do it. Quite frankly,
I'm going to guess it's not a comedy.
get it.
I'm very intrigued in the Tinder swindler. I'm intrigued on what that is.
Posing as a wealthy, jet-setting diamond mogul, he wooed women online, then conned them out of millions of dollars. Now some victims plan for payback. It is a documentary.
Ooh, okay.
What was the Bubba Wallace one? Because I know who Bubba Wallace is. What on earth are they making a movie out of?
I will tell you, because I have to, just vamp for me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Vamp.
Love is Blind Japan. What?
Both the
that's
personal
that's
and professional tracks of race car driver Bubba Wallace's life are chronicled in this new docuseries, with exclusive access to Wallace during the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series season, his first with Michael Jordan and Demi Hamlin's 23XI Racing. The 6-episode series traces his rise to the elite ranks of NASCAR as the only full-time black driver and the turbulent aftermath that followed his decision to speak out about racial injustice. How brave of him to be a full-time black while driving in NASCAR.
Oh, this is that guy. Okay. I know who this
Did
is.
anyone else catch that wording on that? His
Yeah,
rise
I
to the
get
elite
it.
ranks of NASCAR is the only full-time black driver. Like, that really reads like they're saying he's black full-time.
I was say it sounds weird, but I know what they're getting at.
I feel like they should have said the only black full-time driver.
Yeah, that's how they should have said it.
The aftermath that followed his decision to speak out about racial injustice. Okay, I know
So
what you're talking about now.
the thing that's frustrating about that is, like, if you actually followed the whole thing that happened with Bubba Wallace, was that it was like
The fact that the only thing you could hang from it is your hand.
what?
Excuse me?
Is this the guy that, if this is the guy I'm thinking, is this the guy that someone put a noose in his garage?
Oh yeah, well,
Turned out
No.
it's just
Yeah,
the hand, it was just the handle. That's what I was saying. The only thing that you can fit in like the noose and the hanging thing is
yeah. So
your hand.
So
It was a bad joke, I guess. Sorry.
no,
forgot
I
all
know.
about that.
I get where you're going with that. I was gonna say when they went
that's
through
this
with
guy,
it,
right?
and it was one of those things where it was reasonable for him to think that's what it was when you actually saw it. But what came out to be is it was like 2 seasons prior. It had always been like that for 2 seasons. And then he ended up in that stall with it, and that's what he thought it was. And it created this whole big issue around somebody. They thought somebody came in and did that.
Oh.
And now they're going to make a documentary, and most likely that documentary is not going to be what happened. It's going to be ridiculous. But that's why people went after him, because they were like, dude, it doesn't look anything like it. Like, not everything is racially based.
That
Not
sounds
every
racist,
loop.
but okay.
What is UFO?
When aspiring musician and student Denise falls for a rough-hewn motorbike racer, tragedy and family opposition obstruct their path to love.
UFO?
What?
Unidentified flying objects? Not a documentary about UFOs?
Maybe that motorcycle crash?
Paul Walker?
That was a car.
What?
The thing that jumped out at me, glad you asked, is actually a couple things. One is Disenchantment Season 4, which comes out in 3 days, which I'm super excited about. But also, I lost it. Rabbids Invasion Special Mission to Mars.
Like the Raving Rabbits?
Yes. An unlikely team of Rabbids are on the mission of a lifetime to Mars. It's up to them to come together and stop the galaxy's newest threat.
I don't know
Wow.
how to feel about this.
I don't either. That is
I know.
February 18th, same day as the Cuphead show, so...
That is interesting that they're making a Cuphead show. Like, what? Like, are they just gonna like re-go through the game, or like are they looking to make new content with that?
More different content. So the studio, so all of like the original writers and creators of Cuphead are coming back to just do their own thing with it. So like you're gonna still see all of the characters, probably still see all the bosses and stuff from Cuphead. It's just there's gonna be more of a story and more talking and more dialect.
Follow the
than
misadventures
just,
of the impulsive Cuphead and his easily swayed brother Mugman in this animated series based on the hit video game.
Yep.
There's also, I think the new Cuphead character is in this one too. I think.
The female one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a girl.
Cuphead.
Yeah, because the newest one is just DLC. And it's called Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course.
But
I would actually like to. Oh, this isn't available yet. Wait, what? Oh, the base game is on Steam, but the DLC isn't out yet until June 30th. Interesting. Maybe Cuphead will be one of the games. God of War is going to be playable on the Steam Deck? No
Yep.
way.
Well, there you go.
it's gonna be nuts. They've already got mods for God of War where Kratos doesn't have a beard anymore, and it looks terrible.
That
Oh,
sounds
that's-
horrifying. Then you
Where's
delete it from PC.
Where's my Chrome?
And a lot of the reason why it's terrible is because in order to make the game look good with him having a beard, like he doesn't have an upper lip, and when he talks, he's like always talking like this.
Okay, yeah, that's... they should have
Kratos
done that.
without
It's so bad.
beard.
I feel like you guys just let me skip over the part where Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is coming to Netflix on February 15th.
I've never watched it.
It's really good.
It is a good movie, but I also didn't think it warranted.
And I love the name of the sequel. Well, not the sequel to the movie, but the sequel to the book. Which is
That's-
Pickles Over Pittsburgh.
That
Is that the sequel to Pickled, a Seth Rogen film?
That
was
movie
filmed
wasn't
here
too
in
bad
Pittsburgh?
either.
I did not think so either. It wasn't great. It was not like something to write home about, but it was definitely
It definitely
pretty
didn't change
okay.
my life. I don't like Kratos without a beard. Take him back.
yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't.
It does
work.
look very strange.
It's very weird.
Oh,
Very
someone did a
strange.
mod. Is this a mod where he's not jacked either? Look at this one. Look at non-jacked Kratos.
We can't do another meme review.
Look at
We're
non-jacked
not doing this.
Kratos.
We're not doing this.
Oh,
Did
no,
you have
that-
any other
that was-
topics you'd like to cover, Zach?
No, not really.
What about Google ditching Stadia quietly?
I didn't read this article,
Oh.
to be honest with
Well,
you.
they're
I didn't
shopping
get
it
a chance.
around. I know that.
Besides, it's not even the same article.
Yeah, you just linked the Netflix thing again.
That's funny.
It really goes to show that you didn't actually want to talk about that.
I thought I copied it because
No.
I made that same mistake when I pasted
So
it
we're
into our
giving
notes.
Stadia the same treatment that Google is. Good to know.
Go to DuckDuckGo.
No, I use Google.
Don't use Google. Use DuckDuckGo.
Google has all of my information already.
You know, of all people, Matt, I thought you would be the guy that would use DuckDuckGo.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, for real.
Why did you call yourself out in that?
Yeah, I'm Ryan.
Yeah, that's right. Whatever Ryan's name is today.
So
Well,
I like using Google because I'm relentlessly apathetic, and using DuckDuckGo or Brave browser requires some shred of not being apathetic. So,
Why don't you know what you should do? Because you're a real gamer. You should get the Opera GX.
that sounds
the
like
Opera
effort.
GX thing. You know what Opera GX is?
Isn't it the browser thing?
It's the first.
Oh, the gaming browser.
It's the first ever gaming browser.
Yeah, that sounds like a gimmick. Are you guys
it is
excited for Tall Girl
absolutely
2?
gimmick. What is Tall Girl 2?
It's a sequel to the movie Tall Girl.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's about a girl whose life sucks because she's tall.
Oh no.
The movie opens with her saying that you think you've got it bad. I have to wear like size 14 shoes.
So do I.
I was gonna say I grew up and was friends with someone that was like that. Why is that?
Because Netflix is
Show-worthy.
literally scraping the bottom of the barrel.
That's because it's hard being tall. Because everybody asks
guess.
you, everyone walks up to you and be like, "How's the weather up there?" Or can you grab stuff from the top shelf? Because
It's
I
so
can't
funny
reach.
to me that like Netflix is the kind of company that rails against stereotypes and then makes shows about how difficult it is to live outside the stereotype.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I really do enjoy that one of the biggest descriptions on this page is about Disenchantment Part 4, which again comes out in 3 days. Well, 2 days if you listen to the podcast. Tuesday, February 9th. I'm so excited. I like that show. All right, well,
it already comes out in 2 days.
yes. February
You said
9th.
Tuesday. You said 3 days.
February
as of
9th.
the day that we're recording.
We're recording February 6th.
What? What? It's Sunday.
Sunday, February 6th.
So it's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, that day.
It's coming out Wednesday. You said Tuesday.
Yeah, I meant Wednesday. I
Come
should've
on,
known better.
Brian. Get your days right.
All the
wrong.
days blend together these days.
Can't believe you people.
Yep.
Say what you
I
really
can't
think,
believe
Matt.
you've done this.
I've just gone pronoun neutral so I don't offend anybody.
Oh.
That's
By forgetting their
impossible.
names? That's such a Matt thing to do. All right,
It's
well,
such an unmat thing to do to try to not be offensive.
to try, I try not to be offensive. No, Matt tries not to be offensive. I know that. We need to end the show, and we need to do our correct outros. So, is there any final things anyone wants to talk about?
Not really.
Matt?
How do I outro again?
Oh, that was 17 minutes ago. Whoopsies.
Well, I'm Ryan, and you could find me on Twitter at RedStakeRyan.
And you could find me at Matt Ross.
Nope.
Wait, no.
You're Zach.
No. Sorry. I forgot who I am. You can find me at Little Leaf or Little _ Leaf. The underscore is important.
Nope.
Because I'm not.
That's not you're missing something from your
I
outro.
don't know my intro.
You're missing
I don't
something from your
remember my
outro.
I don't remember my outro.
Let me try it, and then Matt can correct us because I think Matt knows the outro best. It's
Okay.
Little _ Leaf, LIEF. The underscore is important because I am not a middle-aged Brazilian woman.
That's correct.
Thank you, Matt. All right, now your outro, Matt.
You can find me at Matt Ross VO, even though I'm not a VO anymore.
True.
Uh,
That was a different.
That's
PO.
not. No. VO. That means voice. You told me this, Matt. That means voice something, doesn't it?
oh,
Voiceover.
Well, it also means vehicle
Voiceover.
operator.
does.
Do you have VO mean something else?
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
it means voiceover. You see a bunch of voice actors. That's what they put VO on their Twitter.
I put that on there when I had ambitions of being a voice.
Because remember, you wanted to be a
person.
voice actor, Matt.
and then
Don't
but it
you
has my
remember,
name
Matt?
in it, so I kept it. Well, I mean,
You really-
it has Matt's name in it, so he decided to keep it.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
well, bye. Have fun.
Ow. Bye,
No,
everybody.
wait, that's Zach's. What is? I think mine is just bye.
There you go. Have fun.
Love
Wait,
you.
we need Matt to do his first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Matt.
It goes
yours.
It was Matt, Ryan, and Zach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Matt.
Matt.
Love
Start her
you.
out.
No, it's more confident than that, Matt. You should
Love me.
No.
Bye. I Okay, the first part, Matt. Remember the first part you just said there? You said that I love you. Put bye in front of it.
Oh, bye. I love you.
Bye.
Have fun.